Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
Windy and warm, but that's about to change. Brandon is tracking a drop in temps to end the week. And breaking news in the George Floyd case, what a judge just decided that could help prosecutors get a conviction, the ex-police officer charged in his death. Looking back and looking ahead, it has been 1 year since a worldwide pandemic was declared. How lives have changed in Metro Detroit and the outlook for the future. 1 year ago today, the pandemic shut down our state and the country. Tonight, President Biden will mark the somber anniversary in his first primetime speech to the nation. Over the past 365 days, we've seen 30 million people infected with the virus and more than 500,000 die from it. In Michigan, more than 600,000 people had the virus and more than 15,000 people have died. According to an AP poll, nearly 1 in 5 Americans say they lost a relative or a close friend to the virus. But there are signs of progress. 33 million Americans have been vaccinated thus far, 60% of people ages 65 and older. A look at the impact in Michigan in a moment, but we begin with Tracy Potts in Washington.
Moving forward is going to be a big part of what the president will talk about tonight as he addresses how America will deal with this pandemic and get 300 million people vaccinated.
To reach those who have been hit the hardest.
President Biden will address the nation tonight, marking 1 year since the coronavirus pandemic shut down America.
I'm going in prime time to address the American people and talk about what we've been through as a nation this past year. But more importantly, I'm going to talk about what comes next.
Next, getting 300 million people vaccinated.
By the end of May, if we really turn on the afterburners and get a lot of people vaccinated, the overwhelming proportion of the population, I think by the time we get into the mid to late summer, early fall, we're going to start seeing a big difference.
The federal government is ordering 100 million more doses of the one-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine, promising enough for every adult by the end of May.
The motion is adopted.
The American Rescue Plan, just approved by Congress, includes $7.5 billion for vaccine distribution.
This isn't a rescue bill. It isn't a relief bill. It's a laundry list of left-wing priorities.
The plan includes aid for governments, schools, businesses, and families.
Help is on the way.
Direct deposits could start next week. Not one Republican voted for it, concerned about the $1.9 trillion price tag.
Beware, there's no such thing as free money.
We are going to act with the fierce urgency of now.
Now, new cases, hospitalizations, and death rates are dropping as President Biden prepares to sign the bill tomorrow. And then he hits the road, headed to Pennsylvania on Tuesday to start selling this plan to the public. I'm Tracy Potts.
In addition to the lives lost, we know the last year has been devastating to businesses. But there are signs today that the job market is slowly strengthening. The number of people seeking first-time unemployment benefits fell to 712,000. That's the lowest number since November. Still, 9.6 million jobs are gone because of the pandemic. It's something Hank Winchester has been following from the beginning, and he joins us live. Hank, I know that you've been in touch with many small business owners.
Jason, we certainly have during the last year, from communities like downtown Royal Oak here to the heart of downtown Detroit and suburbs all over Metro Detroit. We've definitely seen the impact of the coronavirus pandemic. Take a look at some video. We've been checking in with these business owners regularly to see how the crisis has been affecting their bottom line. And unfortunately, in most cases, it has been devastating. However, there have been a few bright spots. Business owners that have actually seen an uptick in business because of the pandemic. We've been tracking 2 of those individuals, one a dry cleaner in Royal Oak, and also one the owner of a marijuana dispensary in Walled Lake. Take a listen.
Fortunately, my family, we still own the building. We're just going to keep the doors open and just try to keep people coming in. I'm hoping to survive this. We, ride it out. We've been here since '75. I'm not shutting my doors that easily. But it's scary. It's really scary.
Business has been great. People have been great to work with during this pandemic. The sales have been doing very well.
You're going to hear more from these two gentlemen today on Local 4 News starting at 5. And then tonight, we have a 1-hour special at 9 p.m. on Local 4, Coronavirus Crisis, 1 year later. And within that special, along with Devin, Kimberly, Dr. McGeorge, and other Local 4 reporters, we're taking a look at how the crisis has affected all of us. And I'll be taking a look at the business angle and also Michigan unemployment. While numbers are going down, which is good news with those filing for unemployment, the reality is so many people have been struggling because the system has not been able to keep up with demand. So I hope you'll join us tonight at 9 o'clock for that Local 4 News special. For now, we're live here in downtown Royal Oak. Jason, back to you.
Hank, thank you very much. Hundreds of Michiganders are getting their COVID-19 vaccination at a pop-up clinic in Dearborn. Meyer partnered with Access and Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan to give out over 1,000 first-dose shots of the Pfizer vaccine. Residents 50 years and older with pre-existing conditions or a disability were able to make an appointment to get that shot.
I've been excited about getting it. I was very fortunate that my category came up, and I feel that it's a responsible thing to do not only for my health, my personal health, but for my community and for the people that I love.
Health officials say the second dose of the vaccine will be administered in about 2 weeks. Well, a windy, warmer start to the day, but temperatures are dropping. Let's check in with 49-year-old Brandon Rue. How's the birthday going?
So far, so good. We actually were hoping for a little rain today. Rain on your birthday? But we need it. We haven't had a drip or a flake so far in the month of March. And as we look at temperatures out there, you can see very clearly where the temperatures will be dropping. A little cold front out there. You can see the color coordination as well, where the darker green is back toward Lansing, 56 degrees, but it's 66 at Metro and 69 at City Airport. The winds are a whipping, boy, still drawing in that mild air, unless you're in Lansing and it's more of a west wind with slightly cooler air coming in. But these winds and wind gusts of 40 plus miles an hour, certainly enough to cause some sporadic power outages, so something we'll have to watch for. Temps will be falling gently through the afternoon, but most of our wet weather, Jason, is well to the south. So we sort of escaped that one, even though we need it. We are tracking a pretty good-looking weekend in just a few minutes.
Brandon, thank you. Breaking news in the trial for the ex-police officer charged with killing George Floyd. A judge granted prosecutors' request to add a third-degree murder charge against Derek Chauvin. Chauvin already faced second-degree murder and manslaughter charges. Legal experts say this additional charge gives jurors one more option to convict. Chauvin is accused of pressing his knee on Floyd's neck for about 9 minutes. Jury selection continues today. Police arrested a man they say took them on a wild chase through Southfield. Police say they found him in a white truck with bullet holes near Mount Vernon and Greenfield. He appeared to be sleeping, and when he woke up, he took off. He led police on a chase, hit a curb, and was eventually arrested. Police believe he was shooting from his car and don't think anybody was hurt. A suspected drunk driver hit a Detroit police squad car on the city's east side overnight. This happened at Cadieux and Morang. Police were investigating a crash when another car hit them. The officers, fortunately, were not hurt. The driver, the second driver, was taken to jail where he or she will be tested for alcohol. For the first time, Prince William has addressed the bombshell claims made by his brother and his sister-in-law. Hear his defense of the royal family next. Also ahead, how a Tesla got stuck underneath a semi in Detroit this morning, sending both the driver and the passenger to the hospital. But first, we honor some of the lives lost during this past year.